Are we doing it? We're doing it. Oh, I think we're on. Yes, we're on. Excellent. Hello, yes, hi. My name's Hope, and today we are going to be playing some more Dyson Sphere program. So, in the intervening time, I've had yes, cursor if you could not. Okay, so in the intervening time, I've had a little bit of a tinker around with my stream settings. So, it may very well be that you see some performance degradation here. I stream from my laptop, which, I'm going to be honest, was pretty budget, and that comes with its own bag of problems associated. But hey, sometimes we've got to work within a budget, right? So, sorry if this looks absolutely terrible. I'm doing my best, and this is very much a labour of love. So, before we get started and start adjusting settings, etc., let's do the ad bit. So, this stream is made possible by viewers just like you. I'm not a fan of ads, and you probably aren't either, so I'm going to get right to it. Later this year, I'm having surgery and would like to remain living in the manner that I've become accustomed, indoors and eating regularly. If you're enjoying what you're watching and you want to help support that, the link to my Patreon is in the description of the video. Even just a like or subscribe helps give the algorithm a bit of a nudge in the right direction, and spreads the literally okay gameplay to a few more people who also might be interested. So the Patreon, I've got to update this script. So I've got a Patreon, as previously covered. It is patreon.com/hopeofvirgo, and it only costs you not US dollars, Australian dollars, down under dollars. They're not upside down, although they can be if you take them out of your wallet wrong. $2 Australian a month, and it has bonus content each month. The next game I'll be playing on that is Undertale. Anything you contribute will go towards making sure the only ad you hear on the stream is this one. No pressure though, we're all working to a budget, it's your decision, and I respect that. So, now that all of that's out of the way, let's get to it. So, I've decided on a seed. It looks kind of interesting and literally okay. Now let's adjust some difficulty settings. So I want this just to be absolutely disgraceful in terms of what it's sending at me. I want it to grow kind of fast, and I'll get a bit more occupation happening as well. In terms of the density defines the maximum ratio of dark fog space hives in every planetary system. I want this to hurt. In terms of how fast they grow, let's ramp that up real quick. So power threat factor determines basically how quickly threat develops, and how often they send attacks to come destroy your stuff. So let's ramp that up to probably, let's go 500%. Screw it. So the combat threat factor is a different metric to say how aggressively they'll start attacking. That determines how fast overall threat develops when you start hitting them back. So we'll ramp that up as well. Now, XP factor is how fast they level up. So let's jam that up as well. So this may go absolutely appallingly, and we might take a couple of deaths. But let's get started. I've also turned down the resources a little bit, just to kind of really push me towards actually accomplishing things. yeah, I guess let's get started. One of the things that when I was tinkering around with things of this nature off stream that I found was that um, I get a lot more enjoyment out of it when I'm being actively pushed towards priority management and having to uh, actively manage aggression rather than just being able to take my time and build things out exactly as I want them. So let's go. I do not want hints. I don't know what I'm doing, but
the unknown,
you know.
created in exploration. The seed evolves in iteration. From zero, transforming into infinity and beyond.
Buzz Lightyear has entered the chat.
It spreads and becomes the shadow of the galaxy. As dark fog rises, the stars dim. You will embark on a new journey.
Oh, neat.
Arrive at target cluster.
So the story or the lore behind the Dark Fog is that they're basically rogue AI.
Welcome to the real universe. Very soon, you'll find this place different from our homeland. But you should be able to adapt to the laws of physics here in no time. I'm your advisor. I will assist you in completing this mission. Everything here belongs to you. As a member of the Cosmo, a pioneer of the Dyson Sphere program, you will explore this cluster from ground zero. Make use of the resources available here to build a Dyson Sphere that supplies energy to the center brain to maintain homeland simulation. I've chosen a planet for the mission, and there are essential resources for the initial development.
Oh, so whatever follows is your fault.
Please pilot
Excellent.
the space capsule toward this planet.
Okay. Okay, coming in hot.
Now you're about to arrive at the target planet.
Space capsule will land on the target planet in 3, 2, 1. Landed.
Here we are. Okay. So, we do have a planetary base here somewhere. And it is over on the far side of the planet. Therefore. So, can't see any of the like resource levels currently. Just sort of scouting out a location for a decent factory start. Yep, here's pretty good. Okay, let's get going. Now, they weren't wrong when they said scant resource clusters, but... Cool. What are we fabricating next? Okay. So I want electromagnetism, because it's the only thing open. Magnetic coils. Right, so I want a bit of iron and a bit of copper. So, no gas in the tank. Love it. The other thing that I'm doing as part of this playthrough is that I'm not being shy about using externally designed blueprints. It's my previous fairly janky sort of solution. Like, that's great and all, I guess, but that's yeah, it's not ideal in terms of the in terms of actually being good at stuff. And as much as I would love to like sit down and kind of work on it as a bit of a maths problem and try to find optimal ways of doing things and iterate upon blueprints, there's opportunity for that, absolutely. But to some extent, I am really just reinventing the wheel. So. Yeah, the last playthrough took about 65 hours, and I'm not particularly happy about that. It took as long as it took,
Complete.
right? You know, that's like fine, but I think we can probably do better than that just by being a bit less lackadaisical and just sauntering around the place.
Research complete.
Excellent, cool. So, where does that leave us? Cool. I think we've got, yeah, they give you a like a turbine and a power pole. Okay, off to a good start. I'll put that a little bit closer to this whole scenario. Okay, so I'm going to want more of those, which means more resources. Let's grab those. Yeah, it's never not surprising to me how quickly everything kind of starts moving when you really start putting a bit of effort into it. So the other thing that I noticed when I was just sort of tinkering around with these things on stream is that, oh sorry, off stream, the other one, is that interesting. Yeah, just yeah, we'll get there. Cool. If you don't like really hustle on getting basic defense manufacturing happening, then it starts biting you in the bum. So. Yeah, it's moving kind of slow. Oh, let's switch the music back on. Be a cool idea. Contrary to popular opinion, you don't actually have to use coal as your primary fuel source. It's certainly one of the more dense like energy dense ones that you can get in the early game. But there's really nothing stopping you from just sort of jamming a whole bunch of logs and plant matter into the whole equation. Electro. So thank you. It did not.
Replication complete.
So yeah, when I was just sort of having a casual tinker around with sort of the like principle of a hard mode, so that I knew what I was getting myself into. Um, yeah, I nearly died to the fog on their first on first encounter, basically, because I just wasn't paying attention to it. So suddenly I had like because we're already at 7.5% overall threat, and that's only with one machine plugged in. So so they will keep coming, and they won't stop coming, and they won't stop coming. And there's really nothing we can do about that. Really, I got some carbon nanotubes out of that. Maybe I should have been cutting down trees more often. Wonder if that happens in real life. Let's get a bit of a check in the chat. I'm currently nursing a cup of decaffeinated coffee. So that uses electromagnetic matrices, which I can pocket craft, but you can, but you shouldn't.
Research complete.
Cool, what am I lacking there? Yeah, so you can pocket craft these, and might actually do that, all things considered. It'll probably go a little bit faster than setting up the framework to be able to build matrix labs. And yeah, a bit worried about what might happen if I don't, to be honest. Set that for auto refueling. Production. Shut one of these bad boys down. Probably want ingots out of that. Speaking of, grab that, get some more of these. Cool, so that's going to be a hot second. But cool. Let's get cosmic exploration next. Unless assembling, and then logistics. Yeah, jeez, it's really chugging down fuel. It's because I'm doing perfect. Because I'm doing all of this pocket crafting, so yeah, we'll solve that in our own time. Yeah, there's a coal vein over there. Yeah, there is. Just walking straight past it. Okay, then after that we'll go with cosmic exploration. Okay, so what next? So we've got a couple more smelters now, so I'll be able to set up some of that.
Replication complete. Research complete. Replication
Put
complete.
up another smelter for magnets as well.
Research complete.
On second thoughts, let's get
Replication
Mecha Core,
complete.
because I think I'm probably gonna need it. Right, what's up with you? Okay, that's going a little bit smoother. Okay, don't need those just yet. Let's grab some of those. Let's have that as
Replication complete.
possibly wind turbines. What to do, what to do? Yeah, probably wind turbines. So. No, it's gotta be cogs. It's
Research
gotta be cogs.
complete.
Putting the cart before the horse in a fairly major way there. So close.
Dark fog clusters launching
Yep,
an
there we
assault.
go. Yeah. Oh yeah, they really do come at you. Oh. Right.
Upgrade
and
complete.
yeah, from what direction are they coming anyhow? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit scary because like sure I'm doing my best here, but Yeah, I have absolutely no idea how hard they're gonna hit. So, right, come at me. I'm prepared for anything. You'll never take me alive. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's going a lot better than what it did in practice. So, it's sort of like just watching the health bar dropping and dropping and it was just sort of going, oh no. Oh, it's yeah, not ideal. Okay, so now that that's done, we've got a nice bit of that happening. Let's start looking at where to go next with this. So, definitely want some belts. Grab some of those. Grab a whole bunch of those. And go grab all of these. Where to next? Probably mass construction. Okay, so mass construction is definitely sort of the next step there, because circuit boards are kind of just this like step zero sort of technology in terms of starting to build out your factory properly. So
Replication complete.
so move all the iron ingots over here. On that side of the belt. I mean, it's hardly going to make a difference at this stage. I'm going to be ripping all this stuff out anyway, but
Replication complete.
okay, so after we've got all manner of marvelous things that they're working, which, so this, so for the folks at home who don't know, because they're quite young maybe, the this track that's currently playing is from Mario 2? Yeah. Yeah, the one that was never actually intended to be a Mario game. But they put the Mario branding on it. effectively a reskin of a game. So, but you know, who knows what was going on in Nintendo at the time where they did that. So. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how we repelled that last attack.
Replication complete.
Good lord, everything takes a while when everything's this slow. So, nope, that ain't it. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. So, so I've done that correctly. Okay, good. That's a decent start. So, next steps is we'll run the belt network back again. Yeah, so try to make
Insufficient
that
materials.
the last lot of belts I'm making like by hand for a bit, and we're going to do that by trying to automate away as much as we can. Cool, so
Replication
considering
complete.
that, let's go like this. And trying not to hug that wall in case I want to run an extra belt full of like stuff. Okay guys, get thine act together. Well, we don't seem to be dropping frames yet, so well, I don't have to be doing something right, but maybe I am just occasionally as a nice little treat. Let's go off gears. So, now that's done, we've got a bit of this happening as well. Make a bit of that off of here. Make a couple more wind turbines. Yeah, that power load's starting to suck. Okay, da 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 da.
Replication complete.
Let's bloody go, eh? Okay, so in terms of mechanical frame, that requires electric motors, which is kind of a different problem. Yeah, what I'm really interested in is mass construction. Well, that and energy shield, but mass construction's just the like more attainable goal right now. So mass construction requires circuit boards. soon. Let's grab those. Grab all these as well. No, not like that.
Replication complete.
Not like this. Not like this. Okay, right. Yeah, I'll be pulling it apart for the rest of the mall pretty soon anyway, so you know. Sooner than later, I'm probably going to want a weapons emplacement, but that'll start getting a lot easier to maintain when I've also got a sensor tower happening. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Go. Ready? Okay. Let's... Yeah, I don't need eye-watering amounts of these just yet. So. Nope, not like that. Not like that.
Replication complete.
So 45 a minute. How are we doing for power? Plenty. P equals plenty. Okay. Have I constructed that badly? Yeah, I've constructed that badly. So what I should be doing is... I want a little bit further like this. I'll have to... Right, so because that allows me to double the magnet production. Like at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to refactor these anyway. Story of my life. Power pulse.
Insufficient
Nope, that's
materials.
too easy. Make some more of these. Sweet. Basic assembly. Storage encapsulation. Purification. Steel smelting. Logi. Requires... No. Hang on. No, I can't be... Can't be... No, I've already unlocked it. Excellent.
Replication complete.
Yeah, we can do that now. Yep, with you so far. Oh shit, am I about to have that frame dropping issue? Yeah, I am. Okay, we'll be right back. Come on. Pause syncing for 24 hours. Cool, excellent. Oh, nearly did did myself a damage there. Like, not actual damage, more like reputational damage. But, because we can now do Matrix Lab. Enter the Matrix Lab.
Replication complete.
Actually, do I even need the belt there? No, I don't.
Insufficient materials. Replication complete.
Okay. So, now that that's all happening, let's get to it. So, let's go with this, and then we'll jump over and get this. Let's do that in the other order. Okay, now how's the power doing? Okay. So, not bad for half an hour's work, eh? Use the items.
Upgrade complete. Replication complete.
Okay. So that's all happening. So now I can look at local. So not like that, like this. Local ore levels. So got no silicon or titanium as expected. Plenty of coal and stone. Decent amount of crude oil, but only about 2.5 million copper. So iron and 1.5 million copper. Right. So that's a decent state of play, I think. So let's hit the brakes on that first and go for mass construction. Now we're going to use the items in the inventory. Cool. I also want mass construction 2. Make a couple more while we're at it. Okay, you could have just asked. Could have just asked politely. So once we've got mass construction 2, I'll be able to get
Replication complete.
Put another inserter there. was like, why is that not doing anything? And as it turns out. So, I'm going to start looking for areas where it'd be good to start building my mall. Now, a mall, as I've learnt from the internet, is kind of, it's a different way of doing the thing that I was already doing in terms of like basic building production. It's this whole sort of like scenario where you feed in like components, and it sort of automatically produces most of the buildings that you typically utilize in the early game. So probably nearly at a bit of a break time. To be honest, I'm a bit peckish. You know, it's not that I have any like objection or anything like that to like just sort of working through, but you know, girls gotta eat. You know what's up. So yeah, this is why I wasn't particularly picky about where I was putting things down, in the early game, because it's all, yeah, again, all gonna have to come out. Cool. And yeah, I don't believe there's a way to use like basic components in Matrix Labs to hurry this whole scenario up. So you know, just a cost of doing business, I guess. I think that's basically the extent of what I can put in the queue. Yeah. Cool.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so one of the like mall blueprints I downloaded was like, it was an okay start, I guess, but in terms of like where you actually end up going with it, it's just a little bit more. So yeah, come on, all right, you can do it. So just a little bit like faster, I guess you'd say, to sort of feed in along 5 main buses, iron, stone bricks, mag rings, circuit boards and gears, and sort of manage those production lines independently of each other, and then it just produces like just bloody everything. So you stop having to pocket craft all of this stuff, and we, you know, do like not having to do that. So I do believe the next attack's about to arrive. So I wonder if that might change my reasoning around this, where I might want energy shield instead. I bet you that's the case. So let's go refill with coal. So yeah, after the next attack, I think we'll take a break. Okay. In the interim, though, one of the things I'm going to need is stone blocks. So
Insufficient materials.
ooh. Oh, come on now.
Replication complete. Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Okay, so they came from the north before, so I'm going to get my bum over there. plug that in first. Right. Oh, so slow and I can't fly. This is like the worst thing that's ever happened to anyone. Okay, bit unexpected, but alright. I'll allow it. Yeah. So without the signal tower, they will just kind of like fly off all over the place. And that's not really what I want. So yeah, if I can sort of shuffle them into like one specific area, then they'll be a lot easier to contain. So, no, don't you dare, don't you dare. No, don't do it. Just don't do it. Oh, here they come. If I can pocket craft some of that. Nope, nope, that'd be too easy. Ah, no, I regret everything. Okay, I'm actually fine with my buildings taking some of that damage, just so that I don't. And one of my construction drones is very helpfully just stuck around there. Okay, so now with that said, so the main reason I haven't invested in static defense is because of that thing I just mentioned, is that I'm just needing to so this would have been really intelligent to do, but it's done now. So let's do that. Saws, I think, require iron and boards. Fortunately, I have iron and boards right here. So yeah, like a mall just lets you do this, right? And it does it in a much cleaner fashion than what I'm trying to accomplish here.
Upgrade complete.
Cool. And I probably want belts as well, but that requires iron and gears, which I can produce over there. Excellent. Cool. Gotcha. Cool. Excellent. So that's a pretty good start, to be honest. Except that P is for power. So now that's all done. We'll get to an electromagnetic drive at some point. But the thing I want to know is which one of these buttons do I need to press to let me build power stations off like on water tiles? Is it reclamation? It's not thermal power. Engineering, not proliferators. It's also entirely possible I can already have it, so upgrade logistics, oop, not that. So, I'm sure this makes for some very interesting content.
Upgrade complete.
Nah. It's probably down here somewhere. Yeah, we'll just go with it and figure it out. There we go, steel smelting. Cool, so once I've done that and I've got my mall set up, then I should be able to
Research complete.
why are you not? Iron gears, huh? Ah, it's thieving all of that. Good lord. God, exercise and futility, sweat. I swear. Yeah, let's not pretend that this is an operator error. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I can just look at the tech tree while I figure out what I'm doing here. And yeah, as it turns out, oh, how embarrassment. Anyway, on that note, I think we'll take a quick break. So, you know what to do. Go say hello to the cat, and stretch your legs and cycle your fluids. We'll be right back. Come on, come on, get thine act together. Thank you. Big big thank you to Streamlabs for dropping that particular input while I was away. You'll love to see it. Thanks awfully. Okay, welcome back, folks. Let's get back into it. So, my lovely wife wants to have dinner pretty
Research
soon,
complete.
so we'll try to make the rest of this as painless as possible and get to a logical stopping point, probably in the next half hour or so. So let's build a mall. Let's do what to do. Yeah, let's do it. I planned this out earlier, but you know, trying to also kind of hedge against future me. Alright, thanks awfully. Prefer not to have to like mass produce foundation anywhere if I don't have to, but it's probably just going to be a cost of doing business. So. Like this. Of course we need more iron. Mechanical frame that requires engines. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of walking back and forth during this part, which I'm broadly pretty fine with. Yeah, the drone control. I wonder if drone control. Yeah, cool. Kablamo!
Replication complete.
Yep, this is the game. Of course that's moving in the opposite direction. Yep. Do. Yeah, but yeah, getting some static emplacement is probably going to be pretty important in the fairly near future. So.
Replication complete.
So still need boxes, sorters. Pick up some sorters? Nah. Nope. No, I did not. And, gee whiz. Speaking of...
Insufficient materials.
know what would really help? Getting set to rip everything apart, so I'm not super invested. Why have thermal plant just sitting around in your bags, right? And they're gone. Ah, screw. Oh, has that really not been connected to an output the entire time? Right, that'll explain it. It's like, geez, it can't be doing too badly, can it? But yes, it can.
Research complete.
Everything is temporary.
Replication complete.
As power consumption jumps, I'm gonna have to really put some effort into need a total of 2. Right. Need a couple of these bad boys as well. So total of 4.
Replication complete.
What might be cool though is setting up a couple of turrets to just sort of help with that whole thing. But geez, better get a move on if I want those to get to be ready.
Replication complete.
Copper.
Research complete.
Thanks awfully. Yeah, even just something to cover this.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Oh, yeah, geez, that is ramping up real quick. Okay.
Replication complete.
Oh, they're going elsewhere. Yeah, that's probably gonna be... Don't destroy my things! Hands off my trash! Yeah, it's mostly coming from this direction. Yeah, because the signal tower's great and all, but like... okay. That's much easier. Perfection. Just gentle stroll, no big deal.
Research complete.
Again with the iron. Actually, I'm going to pick this up this time. As much as I really quite want the achievement, I don't think it's attainable here, so maybe not put that in the reactor. Yeah, it's like 3 hydrogen fuel rods in this particular scenario is like it's about a tank's worth of fuel, but you know, every coin helps.
Replication complete.
So Tesla towers. It's low-key disappointing to me that they don't actively shoot lightning bolts to transmit energy, but I can understand. Ah, yeah. I really should look at the game graphics more often, rather than just looking at belts and what's on them. Belts. Wearing lots of belts. Okay. Seems that the blueprint architect hasn't connected, or they're expecting me to have more more science, etc. unlocked than what I currently do. So let's see. Right. Yeah, I think at the time that I put it down, I didn't have water pumps unlocked. So that'll be one of them.
Upgrade complete.
Weird, actually. Does that have a motors input? No, it does not. Okay, so I think that's just a programming mistake. Unless there is just further up. Smelters, assemblers, sorters, minus Teslas. Okay, so one of them's splitters, which was yeah, not something I had unlocked at the time. And yeah, it's bound and determined that water pumps belong there, but I'm not 100% sure it does. Splitters, boxes, pumps, engines. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so the the electric motors one is in the second part of that, and yeah, kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? Okay, that's gonna mine out pretty quick, to be honest, but also means I can kind of use my janky template here to kind of make a like small assembler sort of production line for magnets, and that is going in the wrong direction, so somewhere a little bit further up. Oh, there's not really any copper any further up there. Right, so new plan. So a lot of that stuff's going to have to come out anyway, but GIF stone. GIF. God, the lack of mech frames kind of shitting me off currently. Cool, let's go. This will not do. I need to be producing engines in order to, like, actual engines, not motors, in order to facilitate that. So, cool. Let's decommission this real quick. I mean, do we? Yeah, I think we do. Oh, not right now we don't, though. Oh. Timing is everything, as the story goes. Or as the saying goes. Right. So, now that I'm done putting everything back where it came from, ludicrous display of skill that is. Oh. Okay, do I have any stone that's a little bit closer to the action? Yeah, we do. Okay, what to do, what to do. No, not that. Some of these.
Upgrade complete.
Small miracles, huh? Belts. More belts. Needs lots more belts. That needs copper. And I'm actually wondering if it's going to be... Ah, that'll start getting in the way of things. Ah!
Replication complete.
So just so I'm not disassembling everything all at once, I'm gonna just duplicate my work a little bit there. Why are you not working? Because that is connected to the wrong input. A lot of skill happening here. Not actually accomplishing anything with that. Let's actually do something with this, hey. Enhanced structure, sure. Smelling purification. I definitely want reclamation because I'm going to want foundations sooner rather than later. Oh, why? Hey, you know what would be really cool? If you kind of just walked straight up to the point and then kicked yourself in the teeth. Okay, let's try that again. I'm also fully aware that I haven't connected the mall to the main power grid yet. It's yeah, it's a work in progress. How are we going for assemblers? Yeah, it really does make you appreciate sort of later on down the tech tree, hey?
Upgrade complete.
Battlefield bases and missile turrets as well.
Replication complete.
Nearly getting attacked again. Excellent, beautiful, love to see it. This connection port's going to be a little bit of a mess, I think. Okay. In terms of other technologies, signal towers are a red science sort of scenario, so might have to sort of just hand supply some like elements of this, I guess you'd say, just so that I'm not continually running left and right.
Replication complete. Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Speaking of, really copper I can use for pocket craft. Yeah, they're kind of coming from everywhere. I hate it. Oh boy. Yeah, battlefield bases are probably going to be pretty important moving forward. Let's see.
Supernova activated.
Okay, flawless. Perfect. So having defense manufacturing for well, a lot of things, to be honest, but particularly for bullets, I think is going to be pretty important. Kind of cracking it with move speed as well. So yeah, the sooner I can get some engines in the mix, the better, to be honest. Okay, so that's sorted. Got all of that supplied properly. Yep, cool.
Insufficient materials. Insufficient materials.
How dare. This is going well. Oh, good. Excellent. Love it. Oh, right, just didn't downgrade it. Good lord.
Replication complete.
Oh my god. Am I really about to? Yeah, I am. Forgive me for I have sinned. This is fine. This is fine. I'm happy with how this is going.
Upgrade complete.
Perfect. Very efficient. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Lay off my trash. Oh, Maul, come together already. Ah. Okay, let's think about this. So, build a ton of these. Go just pocket crafting all of that casually. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, don't bully me. Let's thieve all of this stuff off the belt.
Research complete.
Bloody fine. Oh, that'll work. Tesla. Tesla tower, please. Okay. Yeah, actually, while we're at it...
Insufficient materials.
Oh, come on now.
Replication complete.
All I am asking for, just one time, is just literally one assembling machine.
Insufficient materials.
Come on now. Please. Please. Just once. Just once. I covered it. So, yeah, while we're at it, start thieving off this belt just for the time being. Literally just for bullets.
Insufficient materials.
Okay, how are we going for belts? Plenty of belts. Plenty of sorters. Bit of that happening. Beautiful. Okay, so that'll do for the iron input. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. Gears. Gears! Can't wait for this to cause me some unknown problem sometime down the track, but... Perfect.
Insufficient materials.
do kind of want to hold on. What's that? As well as give more iron. I desire it. I crave it. It's all I've ever wanted. Yeah. So I think after we're done hooking up them all, we're done for the stream for now. So.
Insufficient materials.
Waiting. And then I'll have to revisit that whole scenario as well. I wonder.
Replication complete.
Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. So it's probably going to start turning out some stuff like belts now, which I love. So as a result of that, I can decommission the belt plant over there, which should help the whole scenario just kind of toddle along. And because I think that's the only thing that gears are being used for, decommission that too. Yeah, now we're talking. Now, circuit boards. Requires iron and copper. I've got copper. Okay, yes, I know, thank you so much. Very helpful, great input. 10 out of 10. Let's just have a quick complain about kids these days. Yeah, I can probably rip out that one as well. Yep, cool. I doubt I'm going to need all this defense coverage, but that at least takes the pressure off a fair bit. Ah, finally. Okay, stone. Let's get stone happening. Obvious joke is obvious. So considering that, let's move this a little bit further out. So I wonder what happens if I just press drop. Yeah, thought as much. It just sort of takes all of it. Because the question in my mind is whether I start up a new production line just for that. I think the answer is probably yes, because there's a nice convenient like iron and copper vein right here. Sure. Okay, so that means I'm in for 2 extra like basic plants. Okay, yeah, it's kind of hamstringing everything at the moment. And it means I can just move the boards straight through. So let's do that. Just a bit blind. Okay. Okay, so now we've got enough power, but I don't think it'll be enough power once all of these switch on. Okay, so if I connect up stone first, then that will like mean that I can just mass produce thermal plants and sort of sidestep this whole situation. Okay, do probably one more of these. Come on, come on. Okay. Oh, wait to have some problems with the terrain leveling. Oh, no, everything went better than expected. Cool, let's...
Dark fog clusters launching
Oh,
an
good
assault.
lord. Well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of my own actions yet again. Oh, give me some of that coal. Oh god. Oh no. Ah! Well, this ain't good. Gird your loins, folks. Coming in hot. No! My stuff! Hands off my trash!
Dyson.
Yeah, I know what I said. Oh shit. Oh. Ah! No! I hate everything!
Supernova activated. Building destroyed.
Right, where's that happening? Okay, nice little trick here. And right, let's go. Oh god! Good lord! No! No! Not like this! Not like this! Not like this! No! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Ah! Oh! Ah, crap. Do I want to lose everything in my inventory? Nah. Right. Reassembly. Let's go.
Building destroyed.
Oh, whistling Dixie. Oh, yeah, it's really happening. It's really happening. Oh,
Insufficient
crap.
materials. Mega shield penetrated.
Quick, run! Run!
Mega state critical. Mega shield penetrated. Mega state critical. Mega state critical.
Come on! Come on! Ah!
Mega
Oh,
state critical.
okay. Okay.
Building
Okay, we're
destroyed.
good.
Mega
We're
state
good.
critical.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're good. Oh, I thought this was like whatever this has turned into the whatever the opposite of a nice relaxing game is. Like, Mom, what's priority management? Well, child. Okay, and that ran out of bullets. Okay.
Building destroyed.
Okay, we good? We good? Everything's fine? Okay, speaking of reconstruction. Okay. Yeah, talk about, trying to catch the horse after it's bolted, hey. Okay, no, I'm fine. Everything's fine here. It's all good. It's all good. We're all good here. Okay, so the belt I accidentally ripped out at the same time was this one. My tag icon is stone bricks. Okay, so what that basically tells me is that I really need to beef up defense manufacturing. And sooner rather than later, so let's get our hustle on. Okay, people who weren't alive or like haven't, you know, dipped into the classic games. Have I done it again? Nope, nailed it. Never punished. This song that's currently playing is from hit game Chrono Trigger. It's just absolutely delightful game. Can't recommend it enough. You know, I know that it's sort of about as old as I am, and I'm kind of old. You know, not that old as it turns out, but you know, in my late 30s. You know, so you know, time comes for us all. And like it was kind of new when I was relatively young, so. Yeah, who would have thought beefing up the power grid would have had these sorts of catastrophic problems associated? Yeah, and as it turns out, umming and ahhing about where you're going to put various things is like it's certainly a decision that you can make, but it may have dire consequences, as we've just shown. Okay, so battlefield bases will basically mean that we can start utilizing some of the... Actually, while we're here, it's about damn time. Engines. Engines. Get some engines happening. Okay, so... Iron Gears Max. Pretty sure that's right. Cool, and then straight in here. Okay, and that's most of it. So where did we land on circuit boards? I think I was rudely interrupted by having my collective crap pushed in. Right, so those require circuit boards. So let's go get some stuff that we need to make circuit boards. Yeah, it's already like a full like like third of the way towards another attack. So yeah, speaking of iron, cool. Yeah, I think I have to really beef up my defense coverage, and yeah, that sort of exposed this massive hole in it. So they don't like set out to like actively test your defenses or anything like that, but yeah, probably just have to have a couple of layers of redundancy in there. what I can do is have this whole scenario loop back on itself, and then create a. Let me just check my blueprints real quick. Hmm.
Replication complete.
Take my eye off the ball real quick. Right. Oh, don't tell me I've connected that to the wrong. Yeah, I have. Oh, Lord. That is supposed to be circuit boards. Right, pack it all up, folks. Like, if it's any consolation though, it was wrong the first time I put it in when I was under pressure. So, right, let's try that again, shall we? It's like, hey, why isn't that producing anything? It's like, well, circuit boards. So yeah, I'm gonna have the plant running sort of down this way. And I'm also gonna take kinetic weapon damage because that'll start boosting the damage output.
Research complete.
Right, let's get this happening. Okay, so where did we land on this whole scenario? Right, so in terms of defense coverage, it definitely needs probably here, here, and here. So I get the feeling that that's going to be sort of the general, maybe not.
Replication complete.
Yeah, if as it turns out they've sort of changed their like general attack pattern, because I've started expanding in this direction, then I probably need to beef up this whole scenario.
Insufficient materials.
Okay, that requires silicon. I can produce some. I've got some like, in my inventory, but silicon ore is into 2 into 1, so that's just enough for one semiconductor component, but in terms of so that's so yeah, that would make one semiconductor component, but I need 6, and I also need steel. So so realistically, we're a little bit off that. go back and get some more bullets. Good lord, this whole scenario can just bite it. Let's see if we can't kind of put the hurry up on it. This is an imperfect solution, but isn't everything? Frame. Bloody finally. Yeah, you go, oh, it's 1 meter a second. How good could it possibly be? And it's like, well, better than a poke in the eye. That's for damn sure. Yeah, following that, I'll just so I don't get distracted looking at the tech tree. I'll the, probably taking like mech drive. I'd love a battlefield base here, but okay, so let's take a look at what mech drive requires. Coal and engines, I can nearly just do that. Engines is requires 50 of them, but can kind of accomplish
Upgrade
that with,
complete.
okay, what else? Yeah, okay. Universe exploration. Right, gotcha. Yeah, geez, it doesn't give you a lot of time to work with, does it? Yeah, so I can basically have a double bus running down here and then go from there, I guess. Cool, I'm gonna do a loop back sort of scenario. Yeah. Confession though, I did not in fact test like whether or not this was feasible with my current level of skill on the rampage difficulty. I did it on the one just below that, so oh, could be feasible, but you know, nothing quite like getting caught with your pants down on that whole scenario. Okay. Yeah, cool, got enough power happening. Yep, sweet.
Upgrade complete.
Cool. Right, and we're moving quicker. Yeah, it's just me after I've gotten out of bed and had a chance to have a stretch. So, oh, big stretch. so attack's about to happen. Let's find out and try not to take a death this time. Yeah, technically speaking, I could buy out some technology with metadata, but that would feel kind of like cheating. Okay, so yep, they're all coming in this direction. Yep, love that. Cool. So I think that's actually quite a smart distribution. Oh, good lord.
Supernova activate. Supernova activate. Building destroyed.
Okay, retreat, retreat. Good lord. When even that isn't cutting it?
Building destroyed.
So, turbo fire mode.
Supernova activate. Building destroyed.
Okay, we may be in for a bit of a task here. Ah, Whistling Dixie. Oh, okay. Let's get that little element to go away. Excellent. Oh, bless. So after I've decommissioned,
Upgrade.
cool. So after I've done that, I can effectively decommission the rest of the plant up the other direction, and like just use it for like blue matrix production. That should hustle things up a whole bunch. So excellent, beautiful. Hey. So now that's done, let's take a look at some other cool stuff we might be able to get. I think that's a red science item. Yeah, it is. Crystal smelting. Yep, no. Okay, so we're kind of getting to the point where red science is required, and that sort of, like, as a necessity to that, requires, like, oil. So, yeah. Cool. Let's steal some off here to just manufacture a assembler, and then use that assembler to make more assemblers, or make more circuits, which in turn will make more assemblers. Cool. Hey buddy, how you doing? Cool, let's maybe take some of those and go start expanding out that power grid component, because, like, don't get me wrong, all the wind turbines everywhere is great and all, but okay, that's a lot better. Okay, so what can go out of here? Not a lot, to be honest. I can probably tidy that up a whole bunch, but yeah, other than that, I'm actually pretty happy. Oh, like, in general, or like, who's to say? Right. So, I think we're basically, we're not done for now, but like, you know, we're certainly looking towards the end of the line right now. Well, for now, anyway. You know, these things happen. Alas. Definitely need battlefield bases, and probably sooner rather than later, because they will let me just sort of deploy like reconstruction drones. Yeah, actually a little bit worried about what might happen next, but you know, very much a problem for future me to deal with. Okay, it would probably help if I connected an output here. Womp womp. Okay, got some power grid issues, it seems. Okay, just barely those don't connect. As it turns out, just barely is just enough.
Insufficient materials.
I love discovering that. go. Let's be a little bit of a happier camper, I think. Oh. Beautiful, we love that. Now, no, not happening. Let's stop building up. I know I said I was about to get out of here, and I totally am. It's the bloody it's the Sid Meier's Civilization sort of problem. No, just one more turn.
Research complete.
Oof. More bloody problems, huh? You know what? That's something. Oh, good lord, their experience growth is something else. Let's not pretend I didn't know what I was getting myself into here. So, that said, I think we're done for now. Thank you to everyone who might have stopped by. I really appreciate it. And yeah, you folks all take care, stay safe, have a great time, and we'll talk later. Okay, thanks. Bye.